Well, hello there everybody, and welcome to another video here on my channel. So, I know that everything is pretty much different now because, for one, I'm not using my phone. So, I thought I would let you all know that I have bought myself another gaming PC. Now, I know a lot of you are friends with me on Facebook and you see like posts that I put on there and stuff. I mean, I haven't really put it on my YouTube, I just been busy, working and stuff, but yeah. So I thought, that I would do a little video of a game as I usually do that, most of the time, but I'll talk about, things like if it's baseball related or anything else like that, but I have everything set up. I bought a gaming PC at a pawn shop. I mean, I know people probably don't like to buy stuff there, but usually you can get a pretty good deal because this place that I get stuff from sometimes, they usually give me a pretty good deal. This person sold it to me for a pretty good price and also threw in a free 2-week warranty, like if something is wrong with it, like if there's any issues or anything. And yeah, I also got PS5 controllers. One of them was working good, but the other one did not. So unfortunately, I had to return the other one and gave me another one with no charge. But yeah, but this one is it's a Omen, Omen. Some may have, second thoughts about them or whatever, but I think pretty much, that they're pretty awesome. I mean, because so far it's working out really great. This is the background I have on the computer, and it had a password on it because I had to get rid of that too, and I got my information in it as well too. I got my Elgato set up too because I'm gonna do a game of a PlayStation game for you all just to try this out because I hadn't really done this in such a long time. The last time I done this was at least a good while ago. I mean, the last time that I did a video, this way was probably around maybe early January or February, maybe a little bit later than that, maybe March or so, because I wound up getting rid of the gaming PC that I had before. Unfortunately, this would be my third one that I've gone through because the first one I got my stepfather built it for me, and it was a really, really good gaming PC. That one I had before was really good. I never should have got rid of it, but I had to because I had things to pay. And then I got a second one at a pawn shop. It was a different one, though. The guy sold it to me for a pretty good price, and I used it for a pretty good while as well. Probably at least a couple of years, something like that. Yeah, because it was around 2024 when I got it. I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was 2024, maybe late 2023. I do not really remember. But I had it for a good while. I wound up using it. I mean, there's videos on my channel of stuff, that I did. I mostly did MLB The Show, but I'm trying to do more classic gaming or retro gaming. A lot of times they usually call it, because now GameStop calls, PlayStation 3 a retro system, which to me, I'm not really too sure if I agree with that. But nonetheless, I have a microphone, which I'm using right now. The only thing is I don't have a webcam, and I'm sorry because the webcam I've had before is not really all that great. I'm sure it still works, but I want to kind of get a better one that's like in 1080 quality. I mean, the lowest is I think 720 now. I don't think anybody does qualities like in 420, but 720, is pretty much the lowest, I think, and 1080 is like a really good one. Then, of course, 14 is another one, and then they got 4K. I'm not really a huge fan of 4K that much, but I want to do more videos, I want to do more stuff on here like I've always done before, Like I said, I've done MLB The Show mostly and a little bit of Call of Duty because I've been trying to do the retro. Well, there we go with retro again. They have the classic Call of Duty Black Ops that's been on PlayStation 5. It came out like around, I think sometime like July 13th something or 14th, somewhere around there. I'm not really sure, but I wound up buying it. It was about a $20 game. And they had the other ones on there too, the other maps and a few others too. And yes, I'm talking about the original Black Ops from 2010, which is really awesome, which I still think is probably the best Call of Duty game that they released, even though a lot of people aren't big on Call of Duty because some are still probably playing Fortnite, or I don't know if they still have Battlefield. Yeah, just saying. But yeah, um, yeah, so the second gaming PC, like I said, I bought it from the person. I'm not really getting the detail of how much I spent on it because everybody's gonna say I paid too much and all that. I mean, that's usually like what happened with my vinyl records. Like I would tell them how much I would pay for them, and they would say, "Oh, you paid too much." But very little. There were some people that said that I, didn't pay, enough. I got it for a really good price. But yeah. Anyway, this one, I was really not sure if I was going to get a gaming PC or a gaming laptop. I never really owned a gaming laptop. I've had a laptop many years. But 2020 or like late 2020 or early 2021 was when I got my first gaming PC, and I was pretty much blown away by it because I never owned one. I've seen like many people, using them, and I just never really owned it, and I never know how to use them. And I've seen how people do it. Like I think they use Steam. They do like games on there and all that stuff. But mostly, I just did it, the video camera way. Like when I started YouTube, I used a digital camera because way back in the 2000s, well, YouTube didn't come around until 2005, I think, or 2006 or 7, one of those. And I didn't know how to do videos until a person on there said how to do a video and said you need a digital camera. And then they would take their card out of their camera. And of course, some people would have to get more, to get more megabytes or whatever, or gigabytes, or just get a better camera. And some would use their camcorders. Then they had a flip video camera. I had one of those. I had a black one and a pink one. And they both are really good, honestly. I kind of like the pink one more than the black one, but all you had to do was just take the USB thing. It wasn't USB-C. It was just a USB thing. It popped out on the side of the flash drive, the flip video thing, and then you hook it into your computer, and then it loads up. And it was really awesome. But the thing was, it ran on batteries, like AA batteries, and the best thing to use was rechargeable ones. If you use like Duracell, Energizer, or any one of those, or Alkaline, those batteries would run out big time. So what you basically had to do was just use rechargeable ones, and I did wind up getting rechargeable batteries, and it worked better, but they still ran out, a good amount of times. And of course, you could record videos, and then you had to stop and then do like a part 2, but mostly everybody did the first part, then the second part. Then people started filming the videos with their phones, like when the iPhones, were getting pretty popular around that time. This is like around the mid 2010s, like 14, 15, and 16. People just started using their iPhones. They could use Android or Samsungs, or whatever, but mostly iPhones were the better ones to use because of the better quality. I mean, Samsungs or Androids, like I said about them, they have to be like a Ultra or a Pro, 5G is just the thing they have. It used to be 4G, and then it was 3G before, but now it's like 5G. But yeah, like I said, they have to be Pro or Ultras. Yeah, because my phone is an iPhone 15 Pro Max. That's the one that I have. I bought that back in January of 2024. I've been through many iPhones. Unfortunately, I've had a iPhone 5. I think I started with, and I had a 6, a 7. I didn't have an 8. I pretty much had an iPhone 8 Plus. My cousin gave me one of them, but then I wound up getting rid of that. And then around 2021, I think I got a iPhone 12 Pro Max, and that phone honestly was a really good phone. I used it for YouTube as well, but mostly I just did it like for family get-togethers and ball games, and pretty much spending time with my ex-girlfriend, like taking pictures with her and seeing Never Never, the cover band, or Rob Fahey or Russ Green, and a or whatever else we would do. I don't mean to bring her up, but yeah. What else? Yeah, then they had the other ones like the 13, the 14, and all that. But after that, I just wound up getting another phone around. Well, I had another iPhone 8 Plus, but I wasn't really too sure about it because I just think the other ones were much better. So after that, I wound up getting the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and it cost me a good amount, to get that phone, but I did get it for a good price. I think at that time it was at least $1,000, but I had, I think, a lot of credit or whatever or something when I got it at T-Mobile. And I had that phone for, well, I still have the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but I'm not sure if I want to get the 17, because I'm just kind of saying to myself, nah, I don't think so. But yeah, I've basically been using my phone, to film videos. I know everybody's been watching them and probably saying, oh, I'm tired of him, doing videos this way, because people just do them, with the gaming PCs. They use OBS or Bandicam or a few others. So, yeah, I have an Elgato game capture, and I usually do that, for gaming. I'm sure there's other game captures that people use, but this gaming PC, I saw it at the pawn shop, and they gave me a good deal on it. It came with a wireless mouse as well, too. You could probably, see it moving around here and stuff. It's a Logi, I guess that's short for Logitech, but yeah. But like I said, I used laptops over the years. I always did many times, and I started using OBS in probably the late 2016, 17, 18, 19, somewhere around one of those years. And then I started using it more because I realized, the qualities, were much better, because I would use like a camcorder to film my videos, and then after that I just started using my phone a little bit, and then I just started using OBS. And then I looked at tutorial videos like how to use Elgato and stuff, because when I discovered Elgato, that was around 2015 or 2016. Then I had the HD60S Plus. This one I have is the HD60S. I think the Plus is like a little bit different in quality and stuff. And this gaming PC probably could use a better graphics card, but I'm not worried about that right now. I mean, right now, after this, I'm going to do a video of a game, and I want to like see how it goes and stuff, because that's basically how I did my videos. Or I would also do like Sporcle Trivia. It's a website where you can it is an app as well too. It's free, and you can do like trivia. It can be sports related, geography, history, all kind of stuff, math, food, entertainment, anything you can basically do, or sports, like I said, that sort of thing. Yeah, you just do all that stuff, and you can film, and I've, recorded on my channel and stuff. I mean, I'm not really the greatest with trivia a lot, but yeah. So, what else I gotta say? Yeah, so I'm just pretty much glad that I got this. I wound up selling the other gaming PC that I had because the graphics on it, they were okay and all that, but then I had a different capture card, and that one wasn't really too bad to use. But I just wasn't really too thrilled on it. I did want to get, make it a little bit better, and then I wanted to get a different gaming PC, but it was just going to be a little bit too much of money, So now, yeah, so far I think this thing is, really, really awesome. I like the setup that it is, and like I said, the only thing I just don't have is a webcam hooked up, because of the fact that the one that I have, I bought a while ago, probably in the early 2020s, probably 2022 or somewhere around there, and I bought it at Ollie's Bargain Outlet. It's a good place, it sells, a good amount of stuff like electronics, toys, clothes, food, but basically it's a discount place, it just like sells stuff there, like say for example, like you see something at a store like Walmart, I guess, like say if you see like a really nice flannel shirt or something like that, and it's like $30 at Walmart, Ollie's would sell it for probably like $15 or $20. Like they sell it like for half basically. And yeah, it's a really cool place. Their slogan is Ollie's, good stuff cheap. I used to go there a lot with my ex-girlfriend. We would walk, around there. So we would get stuff most of the time, but sometimes there would be days, we'd just walk around, But some of you probably wonder and probably say, do I miss, being with that person I was with? Honestly, there are days I do, but really not that much, It just did not really work out. I'm not going to get into too much detail, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, to go over. I just wanted to, do this little video for everybody because I wasn't sure, actually, if I was going to get a gaming PC because I was saving up a good amount of money, and I looked at the prices, and the prices kind of skyrocketed, because people are using them. A lot of people do use them more than PlayStation and Xbox, because there are people, selling their systems, because they'd rather just use a gaming PC because they do have Xbox stuff, on gaming PCs because they have, a way that people can do that. But PlayStation, I'm just more of a PlayStation person when it comes to either PlayStation or Xbox, because I've had every single PlayStation system, I had every single one, once again, the first one, the second one, third, fourth, and fifth. And Xbox, well, going back to the original, yes, I had the original or OG, then, of course, the 360 model, then Xbox One, but I didn't really care for Xbox One that much, but then they had others like Xbox Series S, Xbox One X, and Xbox Series X, which, of course, is like the most expensive one, next to the PlayStation 5. Yeah, the other one they have is a PlayStation 5 Pro, which is like a 2 terabyte hard drive and a smaller system, and it's digital. I think GameStop may have some, where it does have a disk drive installed and stuff, but you can get a disk drive, and I think they're about $60 to $80, somewhere around there. But I just kind of like the fat system, The Pro, I'm still debating about it because I had a PS4 and I did upgrade it to a PS4 Pro, and I also did get a hard drive, to upgrade my hard drive on my system because the PS4 was just 500 gigabytes, and then people would upgrade them to 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, or even 4 terabytes. Same thing with the PS5, but now the graphics card, you know what I mean, the storage cards, those things, those things have gone up in pricing now. I mean, cause I think 4 terabytes are at least close to $1,000 now. I thought I saw one for like 300, a while ago, but I guess they went up in value. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna, probably get into the next game or the next video. I just wanted to. This is basically like an update video because I've been doing like the Price is Right for the Wii, but now I got to get a sensor bar. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. I did the Xbox 360 version of the Price is Right Decades and a few others, and Wheel Forge and Jeopardy, but now I just want to do videos this way. That way I don't have to use my phone, and eat up my battery a lot of times, and just do it that way. And I had to get a longer cord for my microphone because the one I had before, the cord was like pretty short, and I had to get a longer cord. That way, like if it, plugs into my tower, and then I have like this arm thing, for the microphone too. I'd like to update, the microphone a little bit too, but this one is pretty good. But yeah. And like I said, the gaming PC probably could use a better graphics card, but they are pretty expensive as I looked them up and I didn't know they were that much. But yeah. So anyway, like I said, I want to do more videos on the channel like I've done before and stuff, so let's not waste any more time. So I'm gonna wrap up this video. Hope everybody enjoyed this one. So thanks again for joining in, everybody. All right, I hope everybody enjoyed the update, and as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Not a bad thing, a good thing. And you all take care, and thanks again for watching.